loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If we're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be diving into the air signs. So sorry that you guys were the last ones this time, but I'm sure that you will find something, a message here that truly serves you. Do make sure that you are listening in to your sun, moon, rising sign. And if you are focusing on a goal, make sure that you check out your Mars. And if you're wanting to attract, your Venus sign will help you to understand and see the best way to give you clues and contacts into how to continue to attract. Also, if these readings resonate with you, I do want to invite you to check out Behati Love Notes. It's something similar to my Patreon, or to a Patreon, where I shuffle and pull for the collective daily, right? Astrology, transit reports, rituals, playlists, you name it. Just different ways that I can pour into you guys throughout the week to nourish your spiritual, mental, emotional self. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, starting with Geminis. I will see you guys at each of your readings. All right, Geminis, let's go ahead and connect with your energy real quick and see what's going on. I am getting like a frazzled, flustered energy, but I just feel like it's more like excitement, and like if you see someone grabbing their suitcase and running to the airport a little late, but they're excited for this trip. That's kind of the energy that's coming through here, Gemini. Someone frazzled and running through the airport with their suitcase. So I'm wondering if someone here, Gemini energy, if you're going to be going on a trip soon, traveling soon, if someone is coming to see you, visit you. I also heard order, but I'm hearing it like order, like someone in like court or something hitting a gravel. I think that's what it's called. So there might be an interesting nod towards justice here, or trying to create order in your life. Okay, first card we have here is and I kind of want to go back and then forward, right? So Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. And then we have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Next card we have is Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings, which is interesting because I'm watching my neighbor right now take care of his bees. And Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. So right away, Gemini, the energy that I'm getting is I feel like there needs to be some type of order in your life. It feels a little clustery. It feels like there's a lot of different moving pieces and things that are drawing your attention. And I don't really get a sense of like being grounded or stabilized in some way. It's almost like, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys had like a toiletry bag that you keep in your car, or a purse, and you're just kind of like brushing your teeth on a whim. Like running. It's like you're running behind yourself from one appointment to the next appointment. It seems like you're making things, like you're getting things done, or you're showing up, but it just feels like by the skin of your teeth. Interesting that the metaphor teeth is coming up again too, Gemini. It feels like maybe your self-care might be gradually declining simply because your calendar is just so stuffed. I'm not getting a strong feeling here, a strong sense of spirit telling you to slow down. It does feel like you're excited, you're happy, and it doesn't seem like you're hurting anybody or hurting yourself. It just seems like your life would be a little less frazzled if you put more order in your schedule, or you kind of, I don't want to say be more realistic, because that seems like a Debbie Downer type of energy, but just kind of being more, I guess so, I'm going to use that, being a little bit more realistic with your time, your energy, your resources, because it just feels like you're just kind of sliding in and things last minute. With the reclaim your power, sometimes life stings, and dream the world into being and bring your ideas to life. If you've got, for Gemini, you might have a lot of ideas, or you might have a lot of things, again, like on your plate, on your table, that are drawing your attention. So if your energy is scattered, then your intentions, your manifestation might be scattered too. I don't want to say that you're missing a blessing, but you may not see the blessing. Meaning, like, or you have a blessing and you're not enjoying it because you're rushing through it. I'm going to ask to clarify reclaim your power with the Panther Spirit. Reclaim your power. Yeah, I think this is about priority. Look at that, Gemini. That's so funny. You've got Justice card and 3 of Cups. So again, it doesn't feel like you're hurting anybody. It does seem like you're having a good time, and you want to do this. Yeah, you just don't have a plan. That's the thing. Having a plan, Gemini, would really help you to accomplish your tasks and organize your life. I think it would be inevitable that something kind of falls off your calendar, or that you miss something on your calendar, or you could, if you're managing a lot of things, like if you have like a client or a customer or something, it just feels like something that falls off your calendar that you overlook. They may take their business elsewhere, or they may be frustrated, or it may have some type of repercussion. I think that's why the Wasp Spirit is here, but let me go ahead and look into it. This will help you to avoid that from happening. Also, Gemini, I feel like if you don't have, it's one thing to be flexible with life, right? And spontaneous and going with the flow. And it's another thing to be kind of like chaotic and easily distracted. Is it possible that you can, I just really get a strong sense of you being realistic with your schedule, so that you're not overbooking yourself and think it's not so messy. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't the first time. You may have a tendency, Gemini, I mean, you guys are Geminis after all, to be a little bit frazzled and flustered and kind of stretch yourself pretty thin. That's the beauty about you, Gemini, is that you do show up. Unless you get distracted, or unless it just can't be done, or something else comes, it's also giving flaky. I'm just concerned about someone here who is wanting to invest, and a strong relationship can be built here, especially something from the past, or something that you've been working for, a blessing that the universe gave you, that your flakiness may fracture that connection, that blessing. If you guys cannot relate to this energy right now, like you're just like, yeah, just doesn't resonate as far as losing something important or maintaining your schedule right now, I really strongly feel and believe, and I stand 10 toes in this. This may be something that's going to be showing up for you in the near future. And this means, like, just if you're using your phone for calendar, like marking calendar appointments, or if you have a planner, simplifying and kind of pulling out anything that's making the calendar or the planner messy, and double checking, triple checking your appointments, how things are scheduled, because it feels like something that is important and valuable and a blessing and helpful to you may somehow fall between the cracks. And I can relate to that. At my more busiest times in my career, a lot of things fell through the cracks, unfortunately. And there was a lot moving, and a lot of places and things that were calling my attention at the time, very important things, and all of them were blessings. But it really kind of hit where it mattered, I think, ultimately. You know, it made it look like I didn't care. It made it look like I was, you know, whatever the assumption is that people make about your actions and why you do things, when ultimately I was doing the best that I could, but stretched really, really thin. And there's no excuses. We're all adults. We have to take accountability for our actions. There is spaces of growth, and there's grace that can be given to the growth. But sometimes what we really need to do is just kind of clean it up, you know? And I've learned that. I think, speaking of which, saying that, I think that's really the solution here, Gemini, is like dream the world into being and bringing your ideas to life. Reverse though, cleaning up the calendar and cleaning up your schedule and clearing up any scheduling conflicts is really going to be helpful for you, because it helps you to help to bring these dreams and this action and these steps to life. It's going to help someone here. I just keep hearing, I'm like literally trying to get through this reading, and I keep hearing in my intuition like antagonizing. Someone here feels like you are like irresponsible, or you're doing things on purpose, and that's a really grave miscommunication, like a misunderstanding of your actions and your intentions, Gemini. I don't get a sense for 1 second that you're coming from a wrong place or a rude place or you have bad intentions. It just seems like you're overextended or excited or easily distracted and pulled into different directions, and I get it, but to someone this is deeply, deeply offensive. Or it kind of offends a future blessing, like it offends something that is wanting to come into your life, whether it be a person. And Gemini just seems like you're just like, like you move forward, you know, and that's great that you're so rubber bandy, like it just kind of bounces off of you. But I do think, Pisces, that this could, if you were able to avoid this conflict, it could open up the door to some really awesome ideas or things that can help you, people that can help you, plans that will help to unfold better in your life. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we actually have the Queen of Swords. And I know Pisces, sorry, I keep saying Pisces, Gemini, that you don't, I literally just finished Pisces yesterday. I'm still thinking about their reading. I know, Gemini, that with the Queen of Swords, she's not your favorite person, probably. She is ruled by air, but like sometimes that's actually what it is. You kind of have to lean into your Queen of Swords energy and just have, oh my God, he better not be getting attacked by bees right now. Oh, he is. Oh my God, why would you go to your beehive without anyway, sorry. Okay, Queen of Swords is like, what did you expect? Okay, Queen of Swords is, she just needs to organize her thoughts. She gets easily distracted. Oop, are we talking about me? Yeah, he's gonna run into the house. He just slammed the door. He's had enough of this shit. Yeah, guys, sorry. While I'm doing you guys this reading, my neighbor, he has a beehive, and he was fumigating the beehive, and then I guess he took off his helmet thing and like walked away and then unzipped it, because I think that he was done. Maybe he forgot something, walked back, and the bees were like, oh hell no. And just, I don't want to say that they swarmed him, but clearly he was getting irritated by some bees that were on the back of his neck, and he just ran into the house. So there's that. Happy Tuesday. Anyway, back to your reading. I'm so sorry. And maybe that's a message. So like, honestly though, like it does seem, it's so interesting that the word like antagonize is coming through, and that just seems like someone is irritated or something is irritated here, and it just happens to be that the bees are, you know, I was saying that before they attacked him. So, or just got annoyed with him. I just feel like someone's getting annoyed, and I feel like if you have a plan and if you follow through on that plan, people will be impressed. Where it matters, it will hold weight, and that is important, Gemini. I know sometimes you're really rubber bandy, and I respect your flexibility and your fluidity sometimes, but other times it's important that you honor your commitments or try to see things through. Anything else that Gemini needs to hear? This could be dates. Someone else might be flaky with you. Yeah. There's this need to kind of, like, seriously, Gemini, it's like you're not seeing something. And this wouldn't be the first time. 7 of Pentacles reversed is like, hey, you keep overlooking your calendar. Like, you keep stretching yourself out or stretching yourself thin, and your calendar gets overlooked. 5 of Swords, it ends up seriously being looked at the wrong way, interpreted the wrong way. Like, why, like someone is really offended by this, like deeply offended, and then you like rubber bandy, like it doesn't touch you, you know, you're just like, it is what it is, but it actually hurts you in some way. And I feel like this is where Spirit is like, let's resolve this, like let's fix this issue. What can come of this if Gemini was able to get a little bit more yeah, see, you have the Nine of Cups here, Six of Pentacles. People won't feel like you're owe something, like that you owe them an apology, a payment. You may be racking up like like if you got on someone's calendar, it's $20 or $15 to get on their calendar, and then you don't show up for the appointment, like, or it's, you know, you put down a down payment for something, and then that person is obligated to keep that down payment because you didn't show up for the appointment. There's something here where you don't show up for, and it gives you anxiety. So what could happen, right? The best thing that can happen here is you do show up and you get something really promising. And it could, for me, I'm getting a strong sense of like an excellent reputation, like excellent customer service, words, like when someone recommends you, like, yeah, you should definitely talk to so-and-so. Like, this person is great. Like, they are known for the eyelashes that they do. Like, let's say that you do show up. It's the energy of how you show up. Like, it's like clearly you're flustered. Clearly you're frazzled. And clearly you're not put together. Clearly you got ketchup on your shirt. It's like things that if you would take the extra step or extra 15 minutes or 7 minutes, or if you plan and prep, you would be a little bit more prepared, so you can afford to kind of be like more flexible and whatever the case is. So let's see the next cards. You guys, I'm literally watching this unfold. The neighbors next to that neighbor are walking over to check on his bees. It's so wild. Okay. Okay, the next deck that we're shuffling from is the Woodland Wardens. Seeing any additional messages, anything else that we need to hear. It almost, what's kind of giving, this isn't intuitive, this is kind of what I'm watching. It almost seems like someone else has to come in and pick up your slack, you know, or check in and fix it. I'm concerned, Gemini, that you started a business and you're coming through like sliding in extra late, or, you know, a Starbucks cup, just shaking the ice, like, and it's like, it's not bothering you, but the way that it's coming across is like, yo, she does not care. Like, she clearly doesn't care. And there's some people that don't care. Like, I wouldn't mind. I would be like, yo, if you're going to be late, just make sure that you grab me a Starbucks too. Like, that's fine, you know? But whoever this person is, they do care. They care greatly. Devotion, but that was reversed. It looks like you don't care. And that's why devotion, or if it's not you, it's someone that it matters. Like, you think that they don't care when that's not the case. Look, the beaver, but it's reversed. The thing is like the beaver, it says home here, but the beaver to me represents responsibility and understanding how the consequences of your actions. If you think about it, like a Justin Bieber, a beaver, if it is Justin Bieber. Sorry, maybe this message is for me. I promise you guys, I'm really serious about healing and my tarot readings and intuitive translations. But anyway, but you can't tell in this reading. I'm literally getting secondhand high from you guys is reading right now. Okay, so the beaver, when it is chewing on the birch or chewing on the bricks or whatever the case is to build its dam, it is 1000% going to impact and change the environment. If the beaver doesn't have a plan, or if the beaver doesn't have a plan, it could really flood and change the ecosystem for better or for worse. And I just feel like for someone here, and don't forget these cards were reversed, and I'm going to allow them to stay reversed, that it just seems like you need to see the consequences of your actions and maybe even take accountability, or someone needs to own up. And I even see this justice card here being like, okay, you owe someone an apology, or someone feels like you deserve an apology from something and somewhere or someone kind of let you down. Really curious to see what this last card is, but I'm putting on my cardigan. Hold on. All right, let's see. Graceful persistence. Interesting. So the hawk right now, to me, has always represented keen awareness, like the ability to observe, to perceive something clearly. It is upright, and I think that this is, again, a message that Spirit has and wants for you, is to be super astute in your demeanor and how you show up. It's going to make a difference. And I know that this isn't the most exciting reading, but it does seem like this is what you need to hear. And all of these cards really do align. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you. Yep. The hawk is a keen and vigilant observer. Let me see if I can make it focus. So much so that the watchful and hawk-eyed have become synonyms. An apex predator. The hawk glides gracefully on the wind. Emphasis on the word gracefully. Like, even if the hawk, let's say, even if the hawk was stressed out, you wouldn't be able to tell. It seems powerful. It seems controlled because of its demeanor. And I feel like that's what's kind of missing with you guys. Like, even if the hawk was kind of like getting tossed around in the wind, I feel like if we saw that, we would be like, damn, like, how does it hold itself so poised and calm and collective? Gemini, this is going to go a long way. Even if you don't not feel that way on the inside, it translates really well and opens up a door of opportunity for you. Okay. Its sharp talons ever at the ready. The thistle can thrive in a variety of environments, from verdant hills to rocky shores. And that right there too is another message. I feel like you guys are like living off the seat of your pants, and like keeping like a suitcase packed, which is funny because I was talking about the suitcase thing at the start of your reading. It's like you have this like suitcase in your car full of clothes, or maybe that's a solution for you, like just having like a toothbrush or a change of clothes or whatever, a hairbrush or something, you know, I don't know, to help you keep up with your incredible lifestyle demands. Nothing wrong with that. That way you can change versus the environment or get more in. Some of you guys are out here hustling. Okay. Its spiked, stinged leaves protect its radiant flower, which perches like a crown upon its stem. The upright message is you can act fiercely while maintaining your grace and dignity. Sharpen your talents, but don't lose your crown. It says, am I too easily influenced by my environment, and how can I thrive in a difficult situation? So, someone here, it's like, let's say you're coming up on a really important job interview, but you're living out of your car. It just seems like if you're able to show up poised, you nail it. And it's unfortunate that sometimes the way that we appear has and leaves an impression, but it's the truth that it does, you know? So let's say it's kind of reminding me of people who have like a lot of tattoos. I have tattoos. And how like somewhere that is conservative could look at that and just be like, no, like you don't fit in here. And it's unfortunate that you get judged that way. But it's the truth. And for some of you guys, your immediate answer would be like, well, I don't want to work for a place that does that. And I hear you. That is your choice. But what if you show up, you get the job, it's however many figures, you know, it's paying you exactly what it is that you want and need. And not only are you being provided for, but you're also revamping the stereotype and showing that people with tattoos, they are professional and poised and can control a courtroom, you know? So, or handle a multi-billion-dollar business, you know? So, I don't know. There's just a message here about just I don't want to say acclimating, but like finding a solution to help you with the chaos that allows you to show up as professional poised you may or may not be, because it matters. At least it matters. So Gemini, that's your reading again. It didn't go too deep, but I think it was pretty helpful. If this was helpful for you, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed. And if you want to continue to dive deep, Gemini, I know you got a lot on your plate, on your calendar, clearly. No shade. But if you want to make some time for diving deep into yourself, personal transformation, I do offer BehatiLife Notes reading. It's my way of pouring into the collective on a consistent basis. Links for that will be down below. Until then, I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Libra, welcome to your reading. I'm going to do what I didn't do for others. It's going to be like I'm stepping backwards, but it's what I feel called to do. Libra, it's so interesting because when I was getting ready to talk about your reading, I got this like idea in my head of like, oh, thank God I'm moisturized. And I was like, okay, Libra. So it's giving self-care. It's giving aesthetic, which I know that you guys are ruled by Venus. So of course, aesthetic is important to you to an extent. But I feel like Libra, what can you do right now before I even dive into your reading? Like, what can you do right now to make yourself feel glorious, to make you feel like a goddess or a king or a queen? I do feel like there's some self-care or self-love that, can help right now and help you kind of like float up if you're feeling a little heavy. Honoring yourself, honoring your body, even like pinching your cheeks before you walk out the door, putting a little chapstick on. There was this emphasis on like being moisturized, because that's literally what came through. It was like, oh, thank God I'm so moisturized. I was like, okay. Like, granted, I'm moisturized, you know, so I don't think it was for me. Well, maybe, but I don't think so, guys. I think this is for Libra. So let's go ahead and dive in and just see what the message is. I do see the emphasis of taking care of the feminine aspect. Oopsie. You are ruled by a feminine sign. Okay, the first card to jump out, of course, is the Crow, Libra. Connected with dogwood and intelligence. Loyalty, reversed, Libra. And boundaries. Okay. So, Libra, you're probably just like, ugh, like how cliche, how typical. Boundaries always seem to come up with Libras in general, and loyalty always kind of gets called into question, not because you are an unloyal person, it just seemed, or flaky. It just seems like you need to kind of assess. You also have the pair here, which is ruled by Venus. You kind of have to assess energies that are in your life, Libra, whether it be a relationship, whether it be how you're moving, whether it be what you're eating, what you're doing. We kind of want to assess how it is making you feel, or the influence that it has on your aura, your energy. The Crow is highly, highly intelligent. I do see the Crow as a phenomenal bird, but in this case, I'm seeing it as what someone knows that they can get and gain from you. If you think about the Crow, and I've never even thought about the Crow in this way, but this is what is intuitively coming through. If you think about the Crow, a lot of people either try to befriend crows to see what they can get out of it, because they know that the Crow will eventually recognize them as someone who provides for them, so they will in turn drop off tokens and whatever to thank them. But it's the intention of like, okay, I'm going to befriend this crow so that I can get in return. And I just feel like, Libra, you need to kind of question someone's intention for wanting to be in your life. And if you can sense, and I know you can sense, if you allow yourself to see, if you can sense that someone's loyalty and commitment or expectation of loyalty from you is coming from a place where it's not a pure intention, or it's not like, it's like self-serving for them in some way, you're going to have to enforce those boundaries. And I don't care how nice of a person you are. I have a whole list of things that I can say, Libra, that could come across harsh to you right now when it comes to boundaries, but that's because I'm a Virgo. And I would want to protect you and push back for you anything that is encroaching on your energy, your aura, your happiness, your health, your ability to feel vital, to be empowered, Libra. But I can't do that. You got to do it. So don't think for 1 second, I know, but I just feel like such a bad person. I don't care, Libra. And I'm always gonna, Libras probably hate me because I'm always sharp, you know, and just kind of like poke, 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 poke. Honestly, like if I was a Libra, I wouldn't like me either. But I'm your friend. I promise you I'm your friend, and I want what's best for you. But I really want to call into question someone who, like, why? Like, okay, why is the boundaries card coming up for you? Why is the intelligence card coming up for you? Why is loyalty reverse coming up for you, Libra? You know, really interesting questions. Let's go ahead and shuffle and pull. Why? I want to remind you, okay, not to insert myself into your reading, but I'm going to today. Virgos come before Libras, like literally right before. Yep. I had to think about it. My brain kind of blanked for a second. But yeah, we come before you in the zodiac chart, in the zodiac signs. This means that after the Virgo assessed someone's energy, their intentions, they screened them, they put them in the place that they belong, then and only then does the Libra energy show up and say, okay, I can harmonize. It doesn't harmonize first, screen second. That becomes a problem because then you just aligned with who knows what. Screen first, let them prove themselves. And if you get one whiff, one tiny little sniff of something ain't right, put up the block, put up the boundary, don't care about their feelings, and move in a different direction where it doesn't stank. I don't know a better way of saying that. And please excuse BFF Jess for entering the chat, but like for real, Libra. Okay, let's look into loyalty reverse. It is so hot outside these days. I don't even know why. Look at that. Guys. Okay, so this is stressing me out. And the reason why it's stressing me out is because I just feel like this is a quick and easy fix. It's like snip. Like, to me, that's easy. Like, I will cut you out of my life with a quickness. I don't care who you are. You could be my grandma. Like, just say the word. I actually have cut my grandma out for toxic energy and the things that she said to me. Cut her out. She used to send me $20. I was like 9 years old. I'm not even kidding. Like 13 or something. Like 9, anywhere between 9 and 13. I can't remember. And she just said something that was like deeply offensive. Deeply, deeply offensive. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to put my family drama out here on the internet. But I cut her out. I said, no way in hell am I going to continue to allow this person into my life to talk to me any type of way. And she would just keep showing up, sending me cards with $20 and $50 and a check, like checks for, and I was like, I didn't have a job. Like, I was underage. And I said to every single one of my family, either my mom or my dad, depending on who I was living with, you can send that card right back and you can tell her to stop sending me money because I don't want it. So if I can do that at 13 years old, Libra, you can do it at whatever ripe age you're at right now. Cut it out. I don't care who it is. And let's say it's not a person. It could be a food. It could be the stray cats that you're feeding. Speaking to myself, you know, like something here is doing harm. And you know it. It's not like a mystery to you. It's clear. Okay, we have the Lover's card here reversed. Hangman reversed. King of Pentacles. How I'm seeing this And I do want to tell you, Libra, do not try to make excuses for someone or something. But how I'm seeing this is someone's intentions are not pure. There's a choice that someone is making or that you're making to kind of stay in limbo in a situation that you do see the light of this person's intentions, and you're the person who is loyal, and it's being like, why? King of Pentacles is great when it's upright, you know, but not in this reading when it's like, yo, your loyalty is being called into question. Why? Because someone is taking advantage. Someone is not being kind. Someone is being imbalanced. Someone knows that they can get one over on you. Someone doesn't care or respect you. Someone doesn't. And then Hangman reverse is like, why are we still in limbo here? The Sun card does represent happiness and joy, but I don't see it as that. I see this as shining a light. It's not a mystery. It's not a secret. It's clear. It's obvious. Okay, let's go into the Crow. Yeah, this is just, it's just not working. When I see the Chariot card reverse, it's not working. This is like, why are we still trying to drive on a tire that's about to pop off on the highway? Like, pull over. Let's accept the fact that we are anxious and something's not right. Like, okay. It's reminding me of my one friend who was an Aquarius. And I say was because she's no longer in my life, because snip, snip, snip. But yeah, she was like a sister to me in Aquarius. And we were going on a road trip one day, and when we got in the car, she was driving. She was like, oh no, I could drive us. It's going to be great. We're going to go on a road trip. We're going to stop and get some snacks at Wawa because we're from Jersey. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. And she was just like, when we get, this is so typical. When we got in the car, we're like on the highway. She's like, ooh, let me slow down because I forgot my tires are like messed up. And I'm like, okay. That kind of confirms that feeling, because I'm getting this really strong sense of panic in my gut that I can't explain, to the point where I'm just like, I don't even want to go on this trip anymore. Like, I really had a strong sense of like, let's turn this ship around. Like, we gonna die. And so she was just like, no. She's like, it'll be fine. I was like, okay. Like, I'm trying to trust my friend, but we're like literally like 20. Like, we're not 21 yet. We're like 20. And yeah, so she starts picking up, we're just talking, we're laughing, we're kiki, haha, like on the highway. And she starts driving her car faster. And I just get this strong feeling. I'm like, girl, slow the car down, like right now, like slow it down. And she was like, yo, I felt a weird feeling in my gut too. So she slowly slows it down. We're in the left lane, which is a problem, because it's like, if anything was to happen, you have to get over in the right lane. She slows down, and immediately after she slows down, the tire pops, like seriously pops, and the car's like whoop, 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 whoop. So anyway, we didn't have enough time to get all over to the right side of the highway, but it was enough time that our car didn't flip. And my point is, we ended up spending like 4 hours waiting for this tire to get fixed, and then we picked back up again. We went back on the road. We had a great time. But my point is that, Libra, there's something here that with the Nine of Swords, it's like, ooh, let's not ignore this gut instinct of like, get me the heck out of here, or I don't like you, or why does the bus smell like that? I don't know what it is, but there's something here that's like, it's not working. It's not a vibe. It's not get me out of here, period. And it's your intelligence, it's your perception, it's your awareness, it's your blessing, it's your gifts that's like sending you the sign, the signal. Whether it's intuitive, whether it's obvious, whether you can see it with your own two eyes, whether you can feel it with your hands, whether it's an energy, a vibe, an aura, either way, the answer is no. And the boundary needs to be enforced. And guys, at the bottom of your deck, you have Seven of Swords reversed. This is really calling into someone's intentions. And I don't know if you saw it, but the camera keeps fixating on the King of Pentacles over here. And I feel like this is someone who is loyal. Also, have you ever had someone that was like loyal to you and always showing up for you, but it's because no one else shows up for them because of who they are as a person is messed up, and then they gaslight you into being like, well, just leave me like the rest of them. And you're just like, no, don't do that. Like, don't try and guilt me. There's a reason why you keep showing up. It's like someone, oh my God. Sorry. It's like another metaphor that's coming through is like if there's someone who comes by and they have a history of what? I don't want to get into. Like, whatever the history is, but it's not a good history. And they're walking by and they're ringing your doorbell. Let me fix your fence. And you're just like, why doesn't anybody else want you to fix their fence? And they just keep showing up. And at first you're polite. Oh, I'll take your number. Oh, I'll do this. Don't. But you know, Libra, you know if you take this person's number, you on this person's list now. So you keep telling them, no, I'll take your number, and if I need you. You open up the door, you experience the boundary, the feeling, the gut instinct, But let me just do this to be polite. And that's all this person needs to continue to show up. And next thing you know, they're looking in your window in the middle of the night. It's that serious. I hate to be so blatantly like, but this is real life. And this is what's coming through. And I have an issue with that. And if I have an issue with it, hopefully, Libra, you have an issue with it. Look at someone's boundaries. Look at their energy. What is going on? Why is the vibe off? Let's go ahead and look at boundaries. What is the message with the boundaries? Oh, this sweet person. Yes, my love. High Priestess reverse. Like, you're not listening to your intuition. And still continue to show up. This might be like you showing up for someone and just being like, okay, like, yes, I won the lottery. And like your cousins, like, I don't even know. Like your cousins, husbands, sisters, wives, person who bags their groceries at the local grocery stores, little sister's best friend is like, hey, my toenail broke and like I could really use, and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. Like, no. It's like someone here is getting off on something that's rightfully yours and almost using like guilt and consistently like, well, I was there for you when you dropped when your purse strap burst on the, what's up with these metaphors right now? Like, I'm really going in, but Libra, like, I need you to understand that's why. My point is like, just know. That's my point. Okay, what else do we have here? I wish I could just take the scissors. Like, it's such an easy solution. Just like, got it. Problem solved. No, I don't have a Band-Aid. Get off my porch. With love. Sometimes it's gotta be that way. Take the lead. Freedom is yours. The abundant universe will provide. Okay, so someone here just really needs to, cutting something off or cutting something out or starting something new. It could be a new life, a new way. It's excuses that you make for yourself or for others. It's just holding you back. It could be food, because I am getting a small sense, like a sense of noodles right now. Just no one's cooking noodles. It's just an intuitive scent. I can tell from my physical sense versus my intuitive sense. Someone's like eating noodles or something. But take the lead. The abundant universe will provide, and freedom is yours. I just feel like you need to cut yourself and free yourself of a situation. You got to be the one to do it. And from that space, the universe will pour into you, period. All right, Libra. It feels kind of weird telling you this now, but I do offer Behati Love Notes. And it's similar to a Patreon. And if you want more of what you just got from me, which why would you want to? Because I know you guys are walking away limping right now. Sorry about that. It's there for you. Just saying, not trying to make it awkward. But I love you guys, truthfully. It all comes from a good place. I love you guys so much. You know, when your grandma, your mother says, if I didn't care, like I wouldn't say anything if I didn't care. That's me right now. Just kind of patching up your bruises and stuff. Oh, my baby just woke up and she's playing. She's so cute. She's literally the happiest little thing. Anyway, I'm sending you guys all of my love. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy. Big, big hug, Libras. We got this. Okay, snip, snip. Here's the scissors. Snip. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, let's go ahead ahead and dive into your reading. I'm going to do what I did for Libra, which is kind of reverse it. You wouldn't notice the difference, but I do. Because I notice everything. What does Aquarius need to hear right now? I'm getting the image of like a pig, but not really a pig. It's almost giving like a boar or something. And when I see the boar, to me, it symbolizes persistence, taking things head on, like really throwing yourself into something with all the energy, all the confidence, all the spunk that you have within you. Balance, but this card was reversed. Aquarius. Interesting. I'm also hearing the word gung-ho, Aquarius. Like your energy just feels like I'm going to throw myself. I'm going to thrust myself forward. Like I'm going to push my way through. I'm going to allow it to be reversed because I did see it come out reversed. Aquarius, I just really get a strong sense that your eyes are stuck on something. Like you just really, the bat, intuition, balance reverse, and hope upright. I feel like someone here is not giving up on you, Aquarius, or you're not giving up on them. You, Aquarius, have a tendency to be kind of hard to sit down, you know, like be still. I am noticing that even as I'm looking at these cards. If you notice, every single one of these creatures is winged, like winged, has wings, and how quickly they could, this energy like darts, like moves from here to there, to there, to there, to there. It's just, that's your nature. So I feel like someone or something entering into your life is showing up as the boar, or this is your energy pushing through to accomplish something that you don't want to give up on. At the very base of your deck, we have the cat and lavender, independence reversed. So it's almost like your idea of independence is being challenged right now. In a good way. I don't see this as a negative thing. Even when I see balance reversed, I don't see it as like you out of whack. I think you're coming into yourself by exploring yourself with something or someone else. It's giving you hope. If you also with the bat, it's like if you've been a little creature hidden away in a cave, it's like you're coming out. I'm also seeing like a bat like coming out during the daylight, which is rare for a bat, but it's like something about it is what you've needed. And yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and shuffle from the tarot. It's so funny because I just noticed that there's a little spider right here and I don't want to disturb its peace. You're not even, you know, maybe you might be able to. But right here, that little brown dot is a spider that's hidden away in its cave. But it just seems like for some of you guys, you've been hiding away and I see you coming out. I emphasis on like sunlight or yeah, you're walking away from something, but well, or you're walking, so interesting because you have the 8 of Cups, which is saying goodbye to something, and 5 of Cups, which is similar to saying goodbye, but like also finding joy within it. Queen of Swords reversed, she can be really like losing hope, not being, not really feeling optimistic about the future because of her past experiences. But it just seems like something here is showing up persistent enough for you to give you, to challenge how you may view the world if you started to feel the world as half empty instead of half full. Like you start to be like, well, maybe things aren't so bad, or maybe people don't suck, or maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe there is something that's working out for me. Maybe this can come through. Maybe this will happen. Aquarius, for some of you guys, you are walking away from something clearly, or you're preparing to walk away from something, or the risk of you walking away from something is what activates this blessing. Especially with the butterfly talking about transformation, something is deeply changing within you. And I feel like, oh, I just heard priorities. What is important to you? What's a priority to you? How you live your life. What you used to put first, how you used to put it first is changing. The way that you did it in the past, whatever it is, it seems like it was coming from survival. And now you are entering into a space where you are thriving. So again, how you show up for things or what you decide to do feels different. It has more life. It has more vitality. It has more promise. It gives you hope. Instead of, ugh, all men are the same. Like, that's really what the energy is coming through here. And like, maybe, not saying that it was you, but maybe it was what you were choosing, or yeah. You have a new awareness here, or text messages, an email, a conversation seems to kind of put things, seems to give you hope and like something to work towards in the future, something that you graciously accept and receive and choose in your life. Yes, the Lover's card represents love and relationships, so I don't want to overlook the fact that it could be a person that you are exploring life with, or exploring a commitment with, or it could be a choice, a decision, a business plan, I don't say a contract, but like something where you work in cahoots with someone, where we're like, oh yeah, we're a team, and you bringing in this team member or this outside party or this person that you are dating seems to kind of balance out and buff away at your harshness, like your harsh angles. And we all have them. I know I do. It gives you hope. It gives you promise. It makes you... Some of you guys felt like you were disposable. Like, I heard the word expendable. Like, once... Like, if you were to break off, or if you to walk away, or if you were to break up, you feel like you would be easily replaced by something or someone. Or maybe that is how people felt about you, but now you're just like, no, I'm not replaceable. Like, in this situation, I'm not replaceable. Like, I make a difference in this person's life. When it comes to intuition, 3 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune reversed, Knight of Wands, 2 of Swords, Moon card reverse, and 5 of Wands reverse. I really feel like you guys are expecting 3 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune card reverse, Moon card reverse. You're kind of expecting to be blindsided in the future. Or, oh, I didn't realize that the cards were crooked. You're kind of expecting to be blindsided in the future. And I'm sorry for that, because to me that reflects your past experiences. And, you know, humans aren't perfect and things do happen. People get their feelings hurt. We may feel insecure because of past actions, but I feel like this person is going to pull through. Or this energy is going to pull through, or there's something that's coming through that is promising. But I just want you, Aquarius, to stay open to it, because 2 of Swords, it's like as soon as you notice that something is off, or someone doesn't come through in the way that you wanted them to or expected them to, you get competitive. In the sense, well, I don't even want to say you get competitive. You just say, I'm not even fighting. I'm not showing up. Like, I'm leaving. Bye. Like, not even saying anything. 5 of Wands, when it's upright, is like, okay, I'm going to fight and prove to you, like, you know, why you should fight for me and why you should show up for me. But 5 of Wands reverse is like, yeah, no, I'm not fighting. You know what I mean? Like, it's that, it's that type of energy. Like, yeah, no, you got the wrong one. It's like, okay, like maybe there's, maybe let's consider that there's something else here. Let's not assume the worst, you know? Like, I don't know, Aquarius, like, let's not be negative, you know, or you can be, but like, I just feel like you won't. I think that you'll be tempted to in the future, but I think it's worth to explore and ask questions first and be curious instead of assuming like, you know, it's, oh my God, Gemini's reading, literally. Was it Gemini that I just did? No, it was Libra. Yeah, they are contagious. Their energy was so contagious. So, but yeah, let's see what else we got for you, Aquarius. I also don't want you guys internalizing things, you know? Like if someone does do something that lets you down, and I'm not saying that they will. Humans are human. But just don't assume the worst. Give people the benefit of the doubt if you would like. And maybe ask questions first. Don't get... Oh, he said, hey Siri, play something. I don't know what the song was, though. I feel like it could have been symbolic. If you guys did hear that, then please let me know down in the comments. Okay, think on your feet. Learn from the past. And there's always enough. That's exactly my point. With the learn from the past, sometimes this is about like you having a history of something not working out, or an experience with a certain type of thing that consistently lets you down, like disappoints you or doesn't pull through. Or you have a tendency to stay in a place, or you're tempted to stay in a place that doesn't respect you, honor you. And there's something new that wants to enter and open up doors in your life, a new idea, a new project, a new working with someone, building something with someone. It could be a relationship, it could be a business, it's something here. And it may be tempting for you to stay. But it kind of seems like you block your blessings if you're not considering exploring all of your options. And that's why I feel like think on your feet is coming through, because there's something new here, but it does require a risk. It requires you being optimistic and being like, yo, this is a good idea and I can do this. You know, we can do this. It's really a we. It's not really an I, it's a we. Who is presenting a good idea to you that Aquarius, it's tempting, but a part of you is shying away and just be like, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You don't know. You will find out, though, if you decide to explore this option. At least give it the benefit of the doubt is what it is that I'm saying here, Aquarius. Something here says, you don't need to trust me, but let me show you that not everything is the same. Not everything that you've experienced in the past is the same outcome that you'll get. With me, you'll get a different outcome. And I know for some of you guys, you'll clench your butt cheeks up and say, no, not on my watch, not today. I've learned from my past. But again, I think with this koi spirit, this koi fish spirit reversed, it's saying like, listen, if you are clenching your energy up, it's because you have to kind of ask yourself if it's a subconscious fear that says like, no, there's no such thing as good people out there. There's no such thing as abundance. Abundance can only look like this way. I can only work myself to the bone. I can only show up. I can only count on myself. And those are things that are not true. It's time for you to think differently, do differently, and free yourself, Aquarius. Especially you guys, you're ruled by air. Like you can move and disappear and do whatever, you know, at the drop of a hat. But so for air to be so stubbornly resistant to a new blessing or a new connection or a new, doesn't surprise me, but it's like, let me challenge you to think and do a little different. Well, that's your reading, Aquarius. Good luck. No, seriously though, I'm sending you guys the best of luck. You do have the Wheel of Fortune card reversed here, and there's some things that you just are going to be outside of your control, but that's a good thing because that means that it's not in your ability to crash and burn. It just seems like this person again, or this energy of this business, this plan, this idea has the energy of a boar. It's not going to give up on you, so you don't give up on it. Open your hands to receive, because there is enough. This universe is abundant, and there's a lot of good people here. Okay, so I'm sending you guys all of my love. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. And I do invite you to explore Behati Love Notes. It's my monthly membership where I shuffle and pull for the collective every other day. I channel through the tarot, also pull the charts. We do... is this for me? Yes, FedEx. No, just drove right by my house. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Behati Love Notes. I write rituals for them. I am definitely on one right now. Like my oatmeal was really good this morning, so I think that's what it was. And I'm just happy to finally finish these horoscope signs, and I'm happy that it worked out. I'm also happy with my personal progress, because I would be really hard on myself for not getting all of the signs up in one day, 12 videos, each one 40 minutes long or 20 minutes long, and just being like, why can't I do it? and then pushing myself and then being exhausted and then showing up and doing, like, you know what, it's a lot. And the fact that I paced myself is progress and so much growth. And the fact that I've been enjoying, not that I've never enjoyed it, I've always loved it, but like with me, it's like, you know, when you're doing yoga, last thing I'll say, and this is just BFF just entering the chat. And if you like this, you know, BehatiLife Notes again is, you'll get more of my little personality. But especially now as I relax a whole lot, because I used to be so strict. What was I saying? Oh, you know, when you're doing yoga and like, they're like, yes, breathe into this muscle. And you're like, what does that mean? How the heck am I going to breathe into this muscle? And then you just kind of like stretch that muscle and push yourself. And then you walk away from the yoga class being like, why am I so stiff? And it's just like, damn, wow, you really missed the point, huh? Well, right now, I've been doing yoga for a long time. Long time. Not as long as astrology. I've been studying astrology and tarot longer than I have yoga, but only just recently, and this has been an entire metaphor for the season of my life, only just recently did I realize, what does that, and I could feel myself breathing into that muscle and allowing myself to relax and walking away from my yoga practices deeply changed, transformed. Even though my progress is not where it was in the past, I was way more flexible and fluid and could do like my inverted positions all the time. I could barely do them now because of my sinuses. Don't get old, kids. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's like I actually feel more successful in my yoga practice now doing less than I was able to do in the past because it's a mental thing. And I feel like I'm like, aha. It really taught me a lot. So that's what it is I'm saying with you guys. I think that's what this is coming through. It's just like, you know, sometimes you gotta, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Breathe into your muscles, do your yoga, be easy on yourself. Maybe it's about measuring your success differently. I don't know what I was saying, guys. I lost my train of thought, but either way, the end result is the same. I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to shuffle and pull for you and your energy. And please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because there's plenty more videos where this came from. Oh, I was talking about myself and my own growth. Yeah, she's growing. She's growing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.